Travis, you ready for your bash?
I'm always ready to bash.
Yeah, you're always ready to bash?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if you are.
We're always doing these parties or like your super slams, but like,
Yeah.
you're always leaving out the bash. You know?
Yeah, we're always leaving out the bash.
It's a summertime smash.
Now, what could this game be?
It looks pretty cool for what it is. Hey, look at that guy.
It's Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, what a klutz. What a klutz.
What a klutz. Look at him. Look at him in his beautiful polygon form.
Oh, Vicarious. They did you dirty.
Yeah. By the way, welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
My wonderful citizens of Quake Town.
Is that what we decided? Quake Town. Okay.
Yeah.
You getting like some lore?
Yeah. Well, the citizens of Quake Town have had it rough for a while.
Yeah.
They it's now an island because
okay.
that's why it's called Quake Town. Is because it fell into the sea, and now we're just floating out into the abyss.
Yeah. There's like. It's like worse than the San Andreas like quake.
Yeah.
It's like the worst one. Like it was so bad that like it like separated and then like floated off into like its own section.
Yep.
And we just called it like Quake Town.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
for some reason when you said that I was immediately thinking of the city of
Townsville.
Townsville. He's under attack.
Yep.
I don't know why that popped in my head.
It's awesome.
I love that quote. It just comes out of nowhere.
It does.
It's so good.
All right, everybody. Well, hopefully everybody got to see Travis kill it in Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
So now it's my turn. And we're going to play Crash Bandicoot. I'm going to start with the first one because I think that's just natural.
Mm-hmm.
My best game is Warped, as I'm sure most people are not surprised by that because Warped is definitely the easiest. But we're going to start with 1. And we're gonna see how far I get. So we're going new game here. It's overwrite it. It's fine.
You already have the platinum in this thing.
Yes, I already have the platinum in the Insane Trilogy. I got it when this game came out, essentially. So because I no-lifed this game for a good couple weeks. So
I love what they did to the cutscenes.
Yeah. They look absolutely great. The funny thing is, though, is like if you didn't know any better, when you loaded up Crash 1 on your PS1, you would have probably skipped over this cutscene.
Yeah.
Because like normally, what ends up happening when you load it up, it just goes straight to the Crash Bandicoot screen, and you can just start it right then and there.
Yeah.
You have to wait for the cutscene to actually load for you to watch it. So a lot of people may have just jumped into Crash Bandicoot and never saw the cutscene.
Right.
So I'm really happy they actually decided to do this cutscene before we actually jumped in. So there he goes. Uh-oh.
The thing I've always loved about these games is like, oh, there's Tanya.
Yep.
Each of the games like take place almost like right after each other. Like, like the segue from like 1 at the end just leads right into 2.
Right.
Which I always appreciated.
Yep.
Always thought, yeah. How many games do that?
Oh boy. Oh, Insane Beach.
There's just so much animation on him that I appreciate. He's not like he's a lot smoother than little jumps. This is the game that doesn't have analog control.
You are right.
Yeah. It's weird going back to the first Crash because that's the thing I wish they would have touched up. I guess I don't know how they would have fixed it because like the game was definitely designed for a D-pad in mind.
Oh yeah,
with like some of the jumps you have to make. So I can understand why people don't like going to this one, but it's an interesting choice not to include the sticks.
We gotta change my buttons here real quick. There we go. All right, now we're good. Hell yeah.
Overall, it's a really pretty game.
Oh yeah. Looks really good.
Yeah. Remember looking at this in the opening cutscenes and thinking it would have been really cool if Crash Bandicoot got its own show.
You know, I'm surprised it never has because like the way the commercials were in the 90s when this game came out, you would almost swear like this thing was gonna have a show to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've never done it.
So what's funny is I think there was supposed to be a show at some point. And maybe this is just like a fun little Easter egg that they did, but I remember at some point Naughty Dog posted an intro for a Crash Bandicoot animated show, and you can still find it online. I don't know if that was actually supposed to lead to a show, or if it was something that was canceled, or if that was just something they did for fun, because it happened to take place in the 90s, but it makes you wonder what could have been.
Yeah, honestly, I wish that was actually a thing.
Yeah. There's enough to work with to make it happen.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, Crash doesn't really have to talk; he can just make sounds.
Yeah,
and, like, call her good. Coco is the smart one. You know, she does she's got her laptop, and she's kind of like cool little hipster girl.
Sassy hipster girl.
Yeah, and like they've at least brought back some of the older characters and stuff like that too. So. There we go.
I mean, if Donkey Kong can get a terrible CG animated show.
oh, that thing. Oh,
rough.
Put it up.
I don't know what's happening to me. I'm getting all the blame for things I didn't do. Can anybody tell me just what I did wrong? I'm all alone and I'm so confused. I don't know what everyone wants me to be. I only know just how to be mean.
You just start seeing the stupid Donkey Kong songs and.
Oh yeah, like the super like clean and like beautiful sounding like voice that he gets.
Yeah, you get like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like some sort of like early '90s like R&B singer for Donkey Kong. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah, like some pop star from Canada.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Was that a French cartoon or was that Canada?
It was Canada.
Okay.
It was Canadian. Yeah.
Right. I remember the yellow VHS tape, but that's kind of it.
Yep, I do too, because I had it. I remember walking into a Walmart with my dad, and it was just sitting there. I was like, Dad, it's a Donkey Kong show. I didn't know this even existed. I gotta have it. And he was like, okay. So I took it home, and I was like, this is dope. And then, obviously watching it back years later, I'm like, why did I like this?
Yeah. Hello, Editor Travis here. Thanks to our past conversation of the Donkey Kong Country animated series, I was forced to look up clips from that TV show, trying to find clips of songs, and I stumbled on this gem, and frankly, I'm not going to allow myself to be the only one that has to watch this. So, if I may take up 50 seconds of your time, please enjoy.
Aw, you hook up with somebody, DK.
Hey, what about you, Dixie? Little Dixie Doodle, you are fine.
Huh? Hey, what is up with you?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Dogging your best friend. Humph.
Come on, put a lip lock on me, Dixie. That chimp Diddy will never know.
You lousy double-crossing two-timing. Wait till Diddy gets a load of this.
What? What did I say?
Oh my god, the fucking drama.
There we go.
It's so weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's funny when you start to realize that was like one of the first shows to use like mocapping.
Oh yeah.
And like I remember, it was like some trade show. It would have been like CES or something. They actually had they were like displaying the tech where they had somebody in one of those like suits, and on the screen you could see the terrible like CGI Donkey Kong model.
Yep.
Just dancing around. It's like, what if we took the 3D models they made for the Super Nintendo game and just made them worse?
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing.
No TNT in there. Cool. And cool. Bonus area.
It's kind of like, I think the first time I was introduced to Dragon Ball was like, I went to some random, it was like some weird like discount store when I was a kid. We were like going camping and visiting like relatives, and I just walked in like, we were at like the front of the counter, and I was just kind of looking at the knickknacks while my mom was checking out, and I saw like a bunch of VHS tapes, and there was one for like a Dragon Ball like VHS tape. It wasn't Z, it was like OG Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay, OG.
Yeah,
sweet.
It was the Blood Rubies movie that they did, which like it takes like portions of animation and scenes from like the first few episodes and makes it its own story, which is weird. But I remember watching that and going, man, this is kind of cool. And then I found out about Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, fuck, this is weird.
Yeah.
It's just different. They have like energy beams and whatnot.
Right. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
The first one, the original Dragon Ball, is underrated. That's like a whimsical, like awesome, like Ghibli adventure.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is.
Goku eventually just drops his pants, and you just straight up see his dick.
Yeah. Like, I mean, people just didn't, take cartoons for granted. They just took them for granted back then. So you kind of get away with whatever. So
they definitely get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That show is great though. I think I might actually like the original Dragon Ball more than Z, and that might not be a popular opinion.
I don't know if that would be. To be honest with you, if it's not a popular opinion, shit talk Travis right now down in the comments.
God, yeah.
Oh damn it.
I mean, it probably would have been worse if I would have said GT.
Oh yeah, we would be in the negative in subscribers right now if you said GT was even good.
I don't think I've ever seen all of GT. I've seen like a couple episodes and I was like, that's something.
It's something. Let's put it that way. But like when the makers of it just like are like, yeah, it's not canon.
Yeah,
like,
this had nothing to do with me.
Like Super literally took place right after Z happened. Oh god.
They even retconned some stuff with the ending of Z, because Z ends with Goku taking what's his name? It's the kid that was created from that was spawned from like Majin Buu, and he's like seen to be probably like the strongest being on the universe. That Goku like abandons his family to go train.
Yeah, Oob.
Oob, that's it. Oob, that's the one. He's not in Super or like is mentioned at all. Like they just completely retconned it from the story.
Oh, I forgot about you,
Mr. Shieldman.
Oh god damn.
It's like, well, you have to like jump on him, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go. You're out of here.
It's funny how that works. They just changed it.
Yeah, they when Super came out, it was just like, yeah, this takes place right after Z. So it was like, oh, okay, so GT didn't matter.
Yeah, not at all.
He just said, nope, yeah, we're not gonna deal with it. It was that bad.
Was Oob in GT?
Yeah, Oob was in GT. He was like one of the main characters because everybody else got eaten by Baby.
Oh yeah, that
yeah, that whole thing or whatever.
I just remember Vegeta had like a dad stash.
Yeah, he did.
And that's like the only memorable. I remember there was they brought 17 back before they brought him back in Super.
Yep.
That was actually kind of neat.
Yeah, they brought 17 because the story with that was like he was in hell, and then like Dr. Gero somehow brought him back. I don't. Oh no, Dr. Gero was working on bringing 17 back in hell.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so he came Super 17. Yeah, something wild like that. So
weird stuff.
Yeah, this is wild. Yeah, I didn't get the thing, so that's fine.
I always think like there's something over there in that path.
There is.
There's it?
Yeah, there's more boxes.
Oh, do you need the little pad on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. I think it's because I died that it didn't show up. So.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, I can go back though.
The first Crash is not the one that I have a lot of memories of.
Oh, okay.
Well, I played it when I was a kid, but I played 2 first, so that's the one that I immediately jump to when I think of Crash.
Well, I mean, this is the infamous level from 1. So.
Yeah.
Here it is, run away from the boulder!
I thought it was so cool when they recreated this in Uncharted.
Oh, yeah, right?
You got Nathan and Alana playing on the PS1.
Yep. So cool. I loved it. I was like, what? Oh, this is so dope. And I really like the fact that they kind of made it into like an arcade version of Crash, where it was like a point system and stuff, and I was like, they should do this like for real. I'd love to play an arcade version of Crash.
It's also the last time Naughty Dog touched Crash Bandicoot and actually made a level.
That's true. That is true.
It's funny how that works.
Oh man.
I would love to see Naughty Dog make another Jack and Daxter. Like, get away from
that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, get away from Last of Us. Like, even if you have to make, because Jack and Daxter is already leaning towards like gritty, like more adult themed storytelling.
Yeah, especially 2 and 3 for sure.
So like, some people use the argument, well, like they're too far gone now in like the realism and like the live action like acting and. But I feel like you could definitely. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with Jack and Daxter in that world.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I figure they might. At least it will break it up because so far it's always been Uncharted and Last of Us.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to do either something completely new or just go back to something familiar. That's not.
I mean, mainly it's been just Last of Us.
Yeah.
Recently, I mean, they've pretty much said, nah, we're good on Uncharted for now. So they made the little side thing with
Lost Legacy.
And yeah, Lost Legacy. It was Nadine and Chloe.
Chloe, yep.
Yeah, those two you got to play as.
I heard that one's pretty good.
It's fun. It's short though. It's instead of the typical like 20 to 25 chapter story.
Yeah.
It's only like 10.
Which is probably a good length for Uncharted.
Yeah. So, especially since it's not Nathan Drake. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, they're cool characters, but I didn't really need a full game about them, so it was appropriate.
But also, there's not much else you can really do with the Nathan Drake character besides kill him off.
Exactly, and you don't want to kill off Nathan Drake.
They already teased it in 4 anyways.
Yeah, they're living with a kid. They have their own kid, and like, unless they want to do, something with the kid, like that's the only thing I can think of. So,
which it seemed like that was what they were hinting at the end of the show, at the game rather.
God damn it.
Was that
God damn it.
She discovered like her parents were like these awesome adventurers, and maybe she takes up the mantle. Who knows?
Who knows?
Or maybe Uncharted's just dead and they just don't
I think Uncharted's just done. Unless they, make a new character.
Yeah.
Like I think they're done with it. So.
If they make a new one, I would like them to change it up. And just, because they're already going more open world. And I'm not saying you make like an open world game, but like they all play the same and they all feel the same.
Yeah.
So like maybe taking it a different direction other than just standard like action third-person shooter Uncharted.
Yep. I would agree with that.
I feel like it's about time. When we got to 4, I was like, okay, this is more Uncharted. Like I like the story and all that, but I was starting to get a little drained.
I will say that 4 is the best one.
4 is really. I love 3 with a passion. I know a lot of people really love 2. That's kind of everybody's like go-to.
Yeah.
But it's funny how Naughty Dog games, it's always 2 that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Something about the sequel, the first sequel, is always really good for them. But 3 is really good because I love the origin story of Drake and Sully.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. I would agree.
From a gameplay perspective, 4 is cool because then they started opening it up for like the enemy encounters.
Yep.
And you can do those like sweet rope swings we can get behind the enemies.
Yeah.
It's neat.
No, I love that stuff. Yeah, I think 4 is. They took Uncharted and they just made it like everything about it 10 times better.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're already a papu.
Papu. I love the bosses in Crash a lot. They're creative.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun.
I keep thinking about Crash Twinsanity as of late.
Why?
I don't know why. It pops in my mind every so often.
Would you say it papus in your mind? Yes.
Okay, we're gonna end the episode.
Hey, listen, man. My I can't think of better jokes than that right now. I'm trying to beat this guy. Jeez. Ow.
Aw. Pinstripe is in this game, right?
He sure is.
That's right.
He's probably my favorite like enemy. Crashes. He's got a lot of character to him.
He does. For some reason, he feels like he doesn't fit in.
No, he absolutely doesn't.
Yeah.
He should not be an enemy in Crash Bandicoot. But like
he's got a Tommy gun.
Yeah. It's so fun. Whoa, that was close. All right. No pun intended there. Oh, I want to jump on his belly. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
And we're out of here.
See ya, bud.
He's dead.
Man, he's out. He's taking a nap. He's done. He's tired.
He's donezo.
Fucking ring the bell.
Ring the bell, just like you should be. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring that bell.
I mean, look how far I've gotten so far.
Before Papu rings your bell.
Hey.
Cuckoo was not in the first game, was she? She didn't come until
Nope.
2, right?
I mean, no, yeah, she just wasn't in the first game at all.
Yeah.
so.
Okay. It's cool that they brought her into 1.
And you know what? I'll just play as Crash. For
It's also
one.
a nice little nod to Warped.
Yeah, exactly.
They had little bubbles.
But my bubbles.
Bubbles.
All right. Rolling Stones.
They're all right.
I wasn't asking about your music preference, you. I was just saying the name of the level.
They got a pretty popular website.
Yeah, do they?
Yeah, there's a lot of music opinions and reviews and such.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where it gets fun. The Brio levels.
Rio.
In my opinion, the most underrated enemy.
Rio's interesting.
Brio's just wild. I love Brio
He's
just
like-
because he's just a weird kook.
Yeah.
He's just like, what is up with this
It's
guy?
like he's not really a villain. He's not a good guy. It's like whatever he's feeling that day.
Pretty much. Which is great, and you can see that in Crash 4. For anybody that's played Crash 4, is like he's not really a bad guy, but like he's also got like some interesting thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very interesting thoughts. It's the thing where he's on like the intercom system, right? And he's like just talking.
Yeah.
That's right.
He just like one of the lines is like he's just talking about how many friends he has or something like that, and you guys are my only friends, you know, and it's just like,
Oh.
wow, how sad is that?
Poor guy. Got the bolts in his head. Looks like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, looks like Frankenstein's doctor.
It's like Dr. Frankenstein, like, just like got freaky with his monster and then created Brio.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much what it is too. Nice. What's up here?
Also, Brio is just always like in the background, it seems.
Oh, he always is. I mean, he wants to be better than Cortex,
Yeah.
but he can never reach that level.
He's a
so.
side piece.
Yeah, he's always a side piece, but he wants to be more than that.
Yeah. He wants to get on that next level of relationship.
Yeah,
Maybe one day he'll get there.
maybe.
But until he works on himself emotionally, he might never get there. He's got to learn to love himself before he can be loved. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that sucks. I will say that this, especially going from Crash 4 to this, that Crash is a little heavier than I'm used to. So
Oh yeah.
he drops like an anchor
Compared to 2 or just to 4?
compared to 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So the Insane Trilogy, this Crash is a little heavier. So I gotta get
Yeah,
used
it's
to that.
definitely different. I love that. The breakneck speed getting those marble fruit.
Yeah, because Coco didn't come in until 2 because they were planning on having Tawna, but people over sexualized her, so, and she wasn't deemed appropriate for kids to see.
Oh
so.
sure. What is it with video games and anthropomorphic like creatures getting like statuesque like girlfriends in this time period?
I don't know.
Because they also tried to give Sonic a girlfriend.
Yep.
And, like Madonna, I think is what they created.
Oh, really?
It was actually
Okay.
like a human being. It wasn't even like a creature.
Huh.
Yeah. So they did the fucking what do you call it, bestiality before Sonic 06.
Nice. Oh, good. It's the fun level. It's Hog Wild.
Hog Wild.
Yippee!
crazy time.
Yeah, this is. Oh,
He's fucking crazy, man.
all right.
Who knows what he'll do?
Who knows?
He just does like a thing of coke and decides, I'm just gonna go hog wild.
Pretty much. Oh God, this one's always stressful.
Yeah, the turns on these are like super tight,
Yep. I gotta. Yep.
especially those assholes.
Yep.
It's when they do the like the one after the other bit,
Oh yeah.
where it's like you just gotta know what to do, just like that.
God dang it.
He bashed you.
He did. He got me. That little bastard got me. So. Oh come on.
He's got that defense, man.
I know.
When you got it, you got it.
He
You ain't
is,
getting past his goal.
he is determined to screw me over.
Today, brother. I love how detailed the levels are in Crash.
Oh yeah, they're just a lot of personality to them.
You can name very few PS1 games that look as good as Crash Bandicoot did.
Yeah.
Especially as like early as it came out.
Yep. Oh man.
Like it's just like they're just dense with things to look at visually. Like even like Mario 64, which is like made by the masters, like
Okay. Yep.
those games are just
Got
like
it.
flat planes of like a single JPEG with maybe like a little shading.
Yeah.
It's funny how Sega, Naughty Dog, and Nintendo each had like their own like vision for like where the future of like 3D gaming was gonna go.
Right.
Like Mario, like Nintendo was like, yeah, we gotta make this shit like nice and open. Like we'll like bring down the visual quality a little bit, but like we can make it nice and free.
Yep.
And like Naughty Dog was like, well, what if we took like we do probably like what is probably the most obvious way to make a 3D platformer, which is to take a side scroller and then just flip the camera around and rotate it so it's behind the character. Which is why they called this game the Sonic's Ass game.
Yeah.
Which is when they were designing it. And like Sega was like, what if we just took 3D games and we applied it to like fighting, or we made knights and just made it like a camera is like stuck on the side and just make it a side scroller.
Yeah.
It's interesting the conclusions that they all came to.
Hell yeah.
And there's not really like a wrong answer for it. It's just like they're different.
Yeah. Everybody went in their separate directions.
Yeah.
So everybody had a different idea for what made a good game. Crash Bandicoot was like, yeah, we're going to keep with the platformer and try to make it difficult and stuff. Mario was just like, we're just going to try new things with this character and, you know, see, you know, if we can make something that's, you know, like builds upon what we did previously and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sonic, you know, they just were just like, yeah, these were good games, but what happens if we turn them into a werehog?
What if we made them even furrier?
Yeah, what if we
big.
just decided, you know what? What if these games weren't fun?
What if we made it a beat 'em up?
Like, God, stupid.
They just keep throwing shit at the wall, man, just hoping for something to stick.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing at this point. It doesn't make any sense. They just need to go back to what made Sonic really good and stick with that.
Well,
stick
they
with
did
that for a
that.
little bit.
They did that with Mania, and that's a tremendous video game. Which I don't think they should stick to that formula. Like they should definitely.
Well, I think they should have the two different formulas, though.
Yeah.
No, they should have 2D and 3D Sonic. Some people are going to be like, yeah, I really love 3D Sonic, and other people are going to be like, no, 2D Sonic was definitively the best Sonic.
Yeah,
so
I just don't.
Come on.
The 3D Sonic stuff, like it's always so different. And whenever I hear people say they like 3D Sonic, like I feel like there's 2D Sonic has always had like a very similar style of gameplay.
Yeah.
It's never really changed. Where like 3D Sonic has gone through so many iterations that like, where I hear people say I prefer 3D Sonic, I feel like I always have to ask like, well which one? Because I feel like they're all bad and they're all good in like their own unique ways.
Yep.
Like I think the on rails thing is fine.
Oh, you damn monkey!
Gotcha. He snuck in there.
God damn it.
The boost thing is, I guess, is what they call it. Like
Yeah.
I think those are fine, but like they're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like they don't feel there's not many like unique gameplay tweaks. Like Unleashed had like the drift, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. Kinda neat.
It's kind of neat. It's not. It could have been done a little bit better, but or at least used in
Yeah. I
more
would agree.
interesting ways. But the boost stuff just never seemed engaging or fun to me. And like
That was my fault.
the adventure games are fine, but like the camera is like the biggest enemy of those games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They haven't figured out how to make a camera good. Like even the adventure games, the camera just goes wonky sometimes.
Yeah. It feels like it's always just fighting against like whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like it never felt like, even with like Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 and even like Sonic Heroes or whatever, it never felt like they had a clear understanding of the game they were making.
Yeah. You were playing Sonic Heroes recently, weren't you?
I was playing Sonic Heroes, yeah.
Yeah, is your favorite Sonic game?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
The game is rough. It's not okay. Like there are things about Heroes that is not terrible.
Yeah.
The camera is the biggest enemy of that game, like we said. Where like the biggest reason why I died was like the game would pick and choose really weird times to decide, okay, hold forward because we need you to like have like some sort of acceleration.
Right.
And then just decide randomly, don't hold forward or you'll die because the camera was facing the wrong direction.
Right.
And it just fucked up your momentum. And like, it's too much sometimes. And it's really fast and almost too fast for what it needs to be. And like the camera is just not like designed in a manner that can support a game going as fast as Sonic Heroes does.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If that game had a better camera, that game might actually be all right.
Might be.
It might be. I don't know. There's some stuff in that game that's still kind of rough, but the pinball thing is a nightmare.
I'm just gonna go behind you real quick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty helpful. Kind of skips over all that crap.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yep.
Yeah, the pinball stuff is a nightmare. And for some reason,
Oh,
like,
boy. Nope.
Sega is, like, super obsessed with putting pinball shit in Sonic games, which it makes sense because he goes into a ball.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just not designed with, like, pinball physics in mind.
It's kind of important.
Yeah. Like, you'll, in the pinball sections of Heroes, like,
Oh,
you'll be
those
trying to
pinball
play.
sections, man.
Oh my god, you'll be trying to play pinball, and like they'll just because they always have like a forward momentum to them.
Yeah.
So if they're rotated in the wrong angle, and you can kind of like manipulate them a little bit while you're playing.
Yep.
Which is the biggest problem because then you'll end up like fucking yourself because they decided, all right, we're gonna face in like this completely bizarre direction.
Yep.
The physics just don't make sense in Sonic pinball stuff.
Oh boy. Yep.
That was a good save.
Got it. There we go.
So, like, I hope the rumors of them doing... Because I think the thing that they need to do, and something I guess they're going to try to do, or try is the biggest word there,
Yeah.
is make Sonic open world. 'Cause I
We'll
feel
see.
You need to have open space for Sonic to go fast.
Give me that.
The more, like, obstacle course, like, levels, I think, gets in the way of, like, Sonic's core design a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully they can figure it out, but once again, I don't have much faith in them.
No, I don't either. At this point, I'm just excited they're trying something different.
True, but we don't even know what they're trying because the trailer was basically nothing. So.
Yeah, it was Sonic running. Go
Ooh,
figure.
cool.
By the way, he's got red sneakers.
Yay.
Oh shit.
You know what? Put him up a creek.
Yeah.
Why not? He's... All right. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good so far.
You're just kind of blasting through this thing.
I mean,
I'm over here having a long like rant about Sonic, and you're over here just killing it.
I mean, this is. I basically had 2 games growing up. It was Spyro and Crash.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of practice on over the
like
years.
This era, I played a lot more RPGs than I did platformers.
I played nothing but platformers as a kid. So
Yeah.
this is what I grew up on. It was, Mario, Spyro, and Crash. So
I think it had more to do with like the siblings that I had, because like my older brother would play nothing but RPGs.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how I got introduced to like Metal Gear and stuff, was through him.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
play many platformers. Like I had platformers on Nintendo, but that was kind of it.
Right.
And I played weird shit like Parappa the Rapper or some stuff like that. But I played a lot of like Final Fantasy.
Okay.
During that era, and stuff like Wild Arms or Tactics.
Yeah, it wasn't really till PS2 Xbox era that I actually kind of ventured out from platformers. So,
PS2 is when I got like more deep inside of it.
Yeah.
The whole like RPG stuff.
get
Because that's
it?
when I found Dragon Quest was the PS2.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't play 7 or any of those until then.
Get it. Go. There we go.
And then I would
that.
I went back and played like Final Fantasy 6 or stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because they had those compilations on the PS1.
that's right.
Everything except for, what is it, I think 3, the actual 3.
Yeah, I think that's the only one they did.
Yeah.
They did do. 'Cause they had all the, what was it, like Anthology and Origins and
Chronicles.
Yeah, Chronicles was another one.
It
Yep.
even had, I think, the one with 6 had Chrono Trigger on it.
Yes, yeah, it did. One of them did have a Chrono Trigger on it, so
Yeah.
which is interesting.
That one's cool. That one's bad because the loading times are horrendous, but it's a CD-ROM, so of course. But
Yeah.
that game had like actual like Akira Toriyama like 2D animated cutscenes.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing's
Pretty dope.
It's really cool. It looked like Dragon Ball, like an episode of Dragon Ball Z, but Chrono Trigger.
Okay. Get this. Get this. Get this. Yep. 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 Yep.
That double speed CD-ROM's not fast.
Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Got it. Get it. Got it. Good. Got it. Yep. 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 And we're done.
He's done it. That's like the equivalent of Donkey Kong coming in and taking away Pauline.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's basically, I think that's what their ideal was too. It's like, okay, we're gonna have some damsel in distress, and Crash is gonna have to rescue her, because that's kind of the thing that everybody does.
Yeah.
Mario has Peach, and we're going for it.
It's like you're next to the pad that teleports you. Like, just walk to the right.
Yeah,
You're not tied up or anything. You're just kind of hanging out.
yeah, exactly. And then Cortex just comes out of nowhere. Nope.
He's like, "Oops! Who could have foreseen this?" Despite the fact it's happened like 30 times now.
Crash, crash. It looks like I mucked in your mud.
Ripperoo.
It's weird. Ripperoo is like a staple in Crash.
Yeah.
Like, when you think of Crash, like Ripperoo is like automatic like boss you think of, but Ripperoo was only in the first 2 games,
Yeah.
and that's it.
He's not in 3.
No,
Okay.
he's not in 3 one bit. Yeah, I gotta. Okay, so he goes. Yeah, he does that.
2's the one where like he got I think he's smarter, but he's got like books and stuff and like a top hat. Like he's
He does.
sophisticated Ripperoo,
Yes, he is a sophisticated Ripperoo.
even though he's still a psychopath.
You gotta love it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay, it looks
Man.
like I have to go on the sides,
Yeah.
which is dangerous.
So maybe
I go here, because he doesn't jump here.
so like go now.
Yeah, I go that.
Nope, that might be a little too early. Maybe when he hits like that platform there, on the far left, then hit the lower right.
Yeah.
I think is what they want. Because you got that 3 seconds.
Let's try this one.
Yeah. That's the one.
Got him. Right now, I gotta see his pattern for this. Okay.
Oh, it's just the reverse of what he was already doing. Or just swapped.
He's doing 4 platforms now, which is kind of annoying, but
So like start when he's right there.
3, do. Nope, too early.
Yeah.
It's alright. Once he jumps off of this, I can do it. Here we go. That was,
Oh, hey, nice.
it worked.
That was really generous.
Yeah, that was. I was kind of surprised it gave it to me. So.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna do diamond? Okay, yep.
Yeah, looks like
Doing
it.
the diamond. It might be too early. Yep, too early.
You're almost there.
I think that's gonna do it. Yep.
I think they're gonna make
Got
a new
him.
Spyro.
It's supposed to come out. I've been seeing the rumors. Spyro 4 is supposed to be a thing. So I mean, they made Crash 4, so Spyro 4 was supposed to be the next thing that was supposed to do.
That'd be
So,
exciting.
I really hope so, because Spyro deserves a good new game, because there hasn't been any good Spyro games in a while.
It's been a while, yeah. Some people like those PS2 ones, but
Hey, they're not Spyro.
no, they're different.
They're
Did
Gary Oldman's in it. Like,
Oh yeah.
Elijah Wood,
Yeah, I was
David
gonna say.
Spade. This is not
He's Sparks,
Spyro.
isn't he? David Spade, yeah.
He's in the first game. And then they got Billy something or other. Billy...
Crystal?
No. That'd be incredible.
I'd
They got
love
Billy
that.
Crystal who voiced Sparks. Man. What are we on time?
We're at 40 minutes almost.
Okay. All right, so I beat 2 bosses in
Yeah.
this first episode, so we'll call it here. But hopefully you enjoyed the fact that I'm breezing through this game so quickly.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have gotten all the boxes and all the levels, but there's a couple levels that you have to do something special to get them all. So I might have to go back.
You got to backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, so no big deal. So like, comment, subscribe if you're liking Crash, and we'll see you next time, you lovely citizens.